Hey folks, how you diddling? This is our HP Colour LaserJet Pro M452dn, and as ever we're using our do-it-yourself refills to bang out our catalogue because, well, we haven't got the kind of dosh you need to run a printer on HP cartridges. And I'm going to show you exactly how my staff and I have done 8 refills up until now, printed 4,625 pages, and as I speak we're using the printer in the office to print all our invoices and dispatch notes, and have done for over 2 months now. Now it's come to my attention through the miracle of YouTube analytics that although I've been making 8-minute videos, the average time spent watching them is only 3 minutes 19 seconds, which means, and it doth grieve my heart full sore, that some of you aren't watching my videos all the way to the end. Shame on you! So instead of putting a summary of key facts at the end, here's a preview of the summary, or pre-summary, if you would. Any HP original cartridge can be refilled. The ones that you can buy with these codes can be refilled. The so-called introductory cartridges that arrive with the new printer can be refilled, although the toner will barely fit into those. Chips. Oh, sorry, how did that get there? Chips. Yes, the cartridges do have chips, but in my opinion, you can refill and run the printer indefinitely without having to change the chips. And that's been the case with every HP LaserJet printer we've worked on that was produced after 1999. We haven't had any significant issues with first refills, but these cartridges are vulnerable to waste overflow and striations, and you want to get up to speed with that on pages 5 and 6 of our instructions that come with the starter kit. Now, I can't emphasize enough, get your cartridge to fade out. So at some time you'll get this cluster of messages, and you'll have to do something because it refuses to print. And what we're going to do is override it by pressing OK, and it says print may fade. Then press this right arrow 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it says never stop to prompt, and then click OK again. And then carry on printing, and carry on printing, and carry on printing. And whatever you do, don't, I said don't refill, and I mean it. So carry on printing until you notice that something's not quite right with your prints. And at that point, download this swatch. I'm putting a link on the screen now, and print off the swatch. Here's black fade out developing on our cartridge, which we know because if we check prints from later on, we find that the fade out stripes are getting more pronounced and wider and developing in the middle of the page, and that's the classic sign of fade out. If only the blue section's affected, like this, then your cyan cartridge is empty and you're okay to refill the cyan. If yellow and orange look dodgy, it's your yellow that's empty, so you're okay to go ahead and refill that. And if you found that both your blue and your orange were affected, like here, then that would show that your magenta is fading out and you'd be okay to refill the magenta. And if, like me, you find that all a bit bamboozling, that is written right there on the swatch for you. Only refill a cartridge after it has faded out, and if it has not faded out, do not refill it. Or in the words of the bard himself, only refilleth what fadeth, or only in grief thou shalt wadeth. Not perhaps one of his better known quotes, but it certainly is relevant for the HP M452. Then we're simply melting a hole, exactly here. We're cutting this totally weird bag like this. You want to fold over these 4 flower petals you've created here. Shake, engage, and lean back to pour the toner. And shake again, and engage again, and lean back again to pour more toner, and just keep doing that till there's no toner left in the bottle. Like all good dentists, clean up around the orifice, and then put some ordinary bathroom sealant in the groove of this plug that comes with the starter kit. You jemmy the plug in, more of an art than a science, and then wipe off the excess sealant. Whereupon and forsooth, that refilled cyan cartridge started banging out the copies again. And if we can just compare the refilled cartridge with the fade out one on the left here with the refilled one on the right, well, if I couldn't see a difference there, it's a case of should have gone to Specsavers. Any weird and wonderful stuff you need to do this job into the future is all contained in my HP M452 starter kit, which you can get through mail order by clicking on the link appearing on the screen now. Don't forget you'll need your own carpet knife or other very sharp knife, a small flat blade screwdriver and some bathroom sealant. If you're not in the UK, you might need to find an alternative way to heat up the end of the melting tool, depending on the voltage in your country. Never forget the seminal words of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Refill what fadeth not, and your refill hopes are down the pot. Okay, that could have been Julius Caesar. I'm not exactly sure. On behalf of refillers great and small here at U Refill Toner, it's been a hoot and a half making this video for you. Keep refilling in the free world.